the tensions over slavery washed over the nation. The tsunami crashed over Texas as well. Slavery had in large part driven southern migration to Texas during the 1850s. This was the place where slavery would be perfected as an economic system, many advocates believed. As slave owners came under growing pressure to end the system, many tried to justify owning people as having a positive effect on the lives, morals, and well-being of their enslaved workers. Those African Americans doing the labor disagreed. In Texas, as across much of the South, there was a conservative reaction to this changing political landscape within the United States. The overwhelming majority of Texans owned no slaves, but 1 in 4 did. The lack of ownership of enslaved labor did not indicate a lack of aspiration to ownership. In Texas, slavery was a dynamic and accelerating institution. Many viewed it as the pathway toward social mobility. Most Texans believed that abolitionists should not meddle with a system that seemed to be working, even if uncomfortable with the morality of the issue. How would slave owners be compensated for the loss of their property? What would become of the former slaves if they were suddenly free? Would they be political and social equals? Abolitionists offered no answers. Sam Houston strode into the middle of this argument as he took his place in Austin. He feared a national rupture over the issue, having spent the last decade watching the country unravel. He feared radicals at both extremes. He considered abolitionists to be revolutionary and pushing sectionalism in the country, while disregarding the U.S. Constitution. Houston was a nationalist. He also understood that forming a separate sectional faction was not the way to bring the nation together. Southerners, who urged radical solutions to the political squabbling, were also enemies of the United States. Houston manifested his views with support of the Constitutional Union Party, a new nationalist political party. He was too late. In 1854, a new political party emerged in the North. The Republicans opposed the expansion of slavery and had done well in the presidential election of 1856, but lost. In 1860, they ran a new candidate, Abraham Lincoln of Illinois. If he won, Southerners feared they would lose any remaining political influence they had over national affairs. They would be at the mercy of the abolitionists. To make matters worse, the Democrats fought among themselves over the issue of slavery. The party split into northern and southern factions, effectively pulling northern states' rights advocates away from their pro-slavery allies. The Republicans faced a very divided opposition. In November 1860, Lincoln won election as President of the United States with 40% of the popular vote, but a clear majority in the Electoral College. What followed was a national tragedy.